Welcome back to Indie Films, where we dive deep into films that capture the beauty of everyday life and explore the human spirit.
Coralie Fargeat, a cinematic force, plunges us into a world of visceral unease with her latest masterpiece, a film that challenges our perceptions and delves into the darkest corners of the human psyche. A haunting exploration of identity, control, and the human condition, the film burrows deep into the psyche, leaving an indelible mark on the viewer. It forces us to confront our deepest fears and question the very nature of our existence. It's a world where reality blurs and the lines between the physical and psychological become indistinguishable. The film's surreal visuals and haunting score create an atmosphere of perpetual unease, drawing the audience into a dreamlike state where nothing is as it seems. The film introduces us to Alice, a woman yearning for a life beyond the mundane. Her existence is a monotonous cycle of routine, each day blending into the next with a suffocating sameness. Trapped in a cycle of routine and unfulfilled desires, she stumbles upon a mysterious opportunity. This chance encounter promises to break the chains of her ordinary life and offer a glimpse into something extraordinary. A chance encounter leads her to a secluded mansion, a place shrouded in secrecy. The mansion, with its eerie silence and hidden corners, becomes a character in itself, a labyrinthine structure that mirrors Alice's inner turmoil. It is here that Alice encounters the substance, a potent elixir promising transformation, for better or for worse. The glowing liquid, with its otherworldly allure, represents the unknown and the potential for profound change. Consumed by curiosity and a desperate longing for change, Alice succumbs to the substance's allure. She drinks the potion, unaware of the consequences that await her, driven by a desire to escape her mundane existence. Little does she know, this singular act will shatter the foundations of her reality, thrusting her into a terrifying and exhilarating metamorphosis. Her transformation is both physical and psychological, a journey into the unknown that challenges her very sense of self. Fargeat masterfully sets the stage for a descent into the depths of human experience, a journey where the familiar becomes strange and the boundaries of self are irrevocably blurred. The film's haunting imagery and thought-provoking narrative leave a lasting impression, inviting viewers to question their own perceptions and the nature of reality itself. Alice's initial encounter with the substance is one of hesitant curiosity, a moment where time seems to stand still. She gazes at the liquid, its glow casting an eerie light on her face, reflecting the turmoil within her. It's a cocktail of apprehension and allure, a blend of fear and fascination that tugs at her very core. The unknown beckons her, promising both danger and discovery. The liquid, shimmering with an otherworldly glow, holds the promise of transcendence, a chance to break free from the confines of her ordinary existence. It seems to pulse with a life of its own, whispering secrets of power and transformation. It beckons her, whispers of untapped potential and hidden desires. The allure is almost magnetic, drawing her closer with each passing second. The temptation proves too strong, and she takes the plunge. With a deep breath, she consumes the liquid, feeling its warmth spread through her body like wildfire. What begins as a subtle shift quickly spirals into a maelstrom of physical and psychological change. Her senses are heightened, her mind racing with new thoughts and sensations. Alice's body becomes a battleground as the substance courses through her veins, rewriting her very essence. Her veins glow with an unnatural light, a visible sign of the transformation taking place within. She feels its tendrils reaching deep within, altering her perceptions, distorting her senses. Her vision blurs, sounds become distorted, and reality itself seems to shift. Her reflection in the mirror becomes a stranger, a grotesque mockery of the woman she once was. The face staring back at her is both familiar and alien, a twisted version of her former self. As her transformation accelerates, Alice's grip on reality falters. She struggles to hold on to her sense of self, but the changes are relentless, reshaping her mind and body. The line between what is real and what is imagined dissolves, leaving her adrift in a sea of shifting perspectives. Her world becomes a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes, constantly changing and never stable. She experiences hallucinations, vivid and terrifying, blurring the line between nightmare and waking life. Shadows come to life, and familiar places become twisted and unrecognizable. The world around her warps and contorts, mirroring the chaos unfolding within. Buildings twist and bend, streets stretch into infinity, and the very fabric of reality seems to unravel before her eyes. Alice is caught in a whirlwind of transformation, her old life slipping away as she is reborn into something new and unknown. At its core, grapples with the fundamental human struggle for control, particularly control over one's own body and mind. This struggle is universal, touching every aspect of human existence, from our daily routines to our deepest fears and desires. Alice's journey is a visceral exploration of this battle, a descent into the darkest recesses of self as her physical form becomes both a prison and a canvas for the substance's transformative power. Her story is not just about the physical changes she endures, but also the psychological torment that accompanies them. Alice's initial desire for change, fueled by a yearning for something more, quickly turns into a desperate fight for agency. What begins as a hopeful quest for self-improvement spirals into a nightmare of losing oneself, where every step forward is met with an even greater force pulling her back. The substance, once a symbol of liberation, becomes a tyrannical force. It starts as a promise of freedom, a way to break free from the mundane, but soon reveals its true nature as a manipulative and controlling entity. It dictates her actions, manipulates her desires, and reshapes her body according to its own inscrutable design. Alice finds herself a puppet, her strings pulled by an unseen hand, her autonomy stripped away piece by piece. The film doesn't shy away from the grotesque, using body horror to viscerally portray the loss of control. Each grotesque transformation is a visual metaphor for the internal chaos Alice experiences, a physical manifestation of her psychological turmoil. Alice's transformation is a symphony of the unsettling, her flesh bubbling and distorting, her bones rearranging themselves with sickening crunches. These changes are not just physical but deeply symbolic, representing the complete erosion of her sense of self. Each change is a violation, a stark reminder that she is no longer the sole author of her own being. Her reflection becomes a stranger, a distorted image of what she once was, shattering any illusion of control she might have clung to. In the end, Alice's journey is a poignant commentary on the fragility of human autonomy and the terrifying ease with which it can be stripped away. Her story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the delicate balance between control and chaos that defines the human experience. Fargeat masterfully employs the language of cinema to immerse the viewer in Alice's increasingly fragmented reality. The film's visuals are a masterclass in controlled chaos. Colors bleed into one another, creating a sense of disorientation. Camera angles shift abruptly, mirroring Alice's fractured mental state. The soundtrack, a cacophony of industrial sounds and haunting melodies, further amplifies the sense of unease. It pulsates with an unsettling energy, reflecting the transformation raging within Alice. Moments of silence are used sparingly, heightening the impact of the film's more visceral sequences. As Alice's journey progresses, the line between the real and the surreal becomes increasingly blurred. The film's visuals and sound design work in perfect harmony, drawing the viewer deeper into her disorienting and ultimately terrifying experience. We become active participants in her descent, forced to confront the fragility of our own perceptions.